China's President Xi Jinping has warned that foreign powers will get their heads cracked and bloodied if they attempt to bully or influence the country. He delivered a defiant speech at an event marking the centenary of the ruling Communist Party. It comes as China faces criticism over alleged human rights abuses and its crackdown in Hong Kong. Our China correspondent John Sudworth has the story.
The unmistakable hallmarks of Communist Party rule were front and centre of its celebrations. The total control, the omnipotent leader, the unquestioning loyalty. Overlooking Tiananmen Square, the General Secretary spoke of how the party had saved China from a history of humiliation and of the power it now wields.
The Chinese people will never be bullied, oppressed or enslaved. Anyone who dares to try will have their heads cracked and bloodied against a great war of steel forged by 1.4 billion Chinese people.
There are no references, of course, to the fact that on this spot in 1989, the party clung to power by shooting dead hundreds of unarmed protesters. Nor any mention of the violence and chaos of Chairman Mao's rule. And while the focus is on the economic success and China's big leap in living standards, critics fear that Xinjiang's internment camps and the crackdown on dissent in Hong Kong reveal once again the true nature of one-party rule. This former party insider was expelled last year for voicing concerns about the direction the party was taking. She's now in effective exile in the US.
In China, 100 years old also means a person has lived long, and it is time to think of death. The Communist Party should review its mistakes. It should be seeking redemption, not celebrating.
The theory used to be that as China got richer, it would get freer. But this celebration of rigid, authoritarian control represents the total rejection of that notion, and with a triumphalism that's causing concern, including here in democratic Taiwan, with Xi Jinping making clear the party's mission to control a territory it still sees as its own. Convinced that it's democracy, not authoritarianism, that's in decline, China intends to party on. John Sudworth, BBC News, Taipei.